Hmm. Let's see who comes through. No, let's do stuff that are safe. That we know of as of right now. That's safe. Let's see. I should just merge those two lists together. Let's see if I can. What's going on? What's going on? Let's see. No, it doesn't look like it. Actually. Can I add that to another list? You know what? I could just... Hey, what's going on? Excuse me. Open up that second list, make life easy, and just merge those two. It doesn't make sense to have two. Let's see. No, I don't want to edit it. Good lord. Hey, what's going on? Let's see. No, that is not what I'm looking for. That is what I'm looking for. Welcome, by the way. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just kind of looking up stuff and seeing what I can fix because, yeah. Excuse me. Hi, how are you? Don't mind me. I'm actually trying to merge two playlists together. Normally, I know that I usually do a music live, but it's the evening and I don't want the cops knocking on my door. My name is Jennifer. I usually run a music live Monday through Friday between 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern, -4 UTC. I'm still tweaking stuff, but that's how the game goes, right? Hey Francis, how are you? And I'm trying to kind of fix some playlists right now. What the hell? Where's the other one? Where is... Oh, no. I'm great, and you? I am actually pretty decent. I took a nap this afternoon. I was exhausted. And so I'm just kind of chilling right now. So how was work? By the way, how's everybody's Wednesday doing? Asking for more. Welcome. I'm trying different formats, but I'm also trying to move around some stuff on playlists. So yeah, don't mind me as I try to clean up some stuff. Let's see. You and me both. Ready for Friday? Absolutely. Oh, really? Have you ever gotten your nose pierced before? Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. Have you ever gotten? Yeah, I've never got it done before. I've never really, it's not my thing, but I know that people like doing it. Same. Are you going to get the septum or are you going to get the side pierced? And have you ever tried like the fake ones just to kind of take a look at how it looks like with the fake piercing? They have like magnetic ones that you could use just so you could see what it would look like if you were to use that. If you were to get that done. I've never tried any of them. So it's just, I know like certain people like the look. I don't think it looked right on me. So, excuse me. How much does one of that does that cost, by the way? Nope, it's just I'm paranoid I'd lose the magnet. Fair enough. Hey Darnell, how you doing? Don't mind there not be any music right now. I'm actually doing some cleanup right now on my list. So I'm pretty much, that's I'd be paranoid too about having like the magnet go up your nose. How's it been back, Darnell? All right. Just when I asked how it is like to be back, he had to go. That's fine. That's cool. I just find that kind of comical, the coincidence. Anyway, so where are you going? What's the have you thought of what kind of piece you're going to get for your nose? Let's see. Don't mind me, I drank something early before, and it's like I kind of went through the windpipe. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like every so often it's making me cough. It's like Francis, you still in the chat? Let's see, remove that. What's up, everybody? Hey, Christopher. Welcome to the chat. I am currently... Thank you for the share. It said I shared my life, but I didn't share my life. Did I share my life? No, as far as I know, I didn't share my life. That's weird. Strange. Anyway. Normally I'd have background music going on, but I'm currently cleaning up. You know what? That's building. I might as well just, since I'm moving everything over, I might as well have it lower. Okay. That's better. Toasted strawberry, welcome. Toasted strawberry Pop-Tart. That used to be my kid's favorite. What's going on, everybody? Don't mind me. If I'm not looking here, it's because I'm looking at my computer screen right now because I'm actually doing some cleanup on my on my playlist. So, for those that are not aware of who I am, my name is Jennifer. I run a music live Monday through Friday between 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern, which is like -4 UTC outside of the United States. And normally it's a lot of singing, dancing, having fun, grooving out, and just like chilling. I think I'm going to be changing the format at least starting tomorrow because, you know, it's fun, it's nice. Sometimes it gets a little crazy, which is fun. I don't mind it at all, but sometimes it just gets dry. Welcome, Penny. How are you doing? What's going on? Thanks, Darnell. Oh my goodness. Don't mind me. I'm doing some cleanup. Look, I have a question for you, Darnell, because you've been one of my regulars in my sets. So, my whole thing is I'm thinking about changing up my set a bit. You know, sometimes like, I don't know if today was an audio thing or it's just one of those like really slow days, which I know happens. But I'm just wondering, I was just wondering if I should just make it more of a chat format like this. You know, I'm just seeing what would be less intimidating, maybe. I think, you know, with everything we do here, you know, as hosts, we're still fine tuning our lives and what works for us versus like, you know, everybody else. And I try to keep it a lot chill, you know, fun but chill overall. And sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't, and I know it does, depends on the energy, but excuse me, if you weren't here when I said it, I drank something earlier and it went down the wrong pipe, and so I'm like, my windpipe is just like trying to clear itself out. Not sure on the phone the audio is perfect, however on desktop it's muffled. Oh, okay. So are you talking about now, or are you talking about earlier on today? Because earlier on today I was using a system, and I don't think I'm going to be doing that anymore because I can't gauge the audio well enough. With this, I can gauge the audio pretty well. Earlier, fair enough. Yeah, I was using the audio editor. Not editor, excuse me. I was using a controller that plugged into the phone, which is nice. It's just I don't get a proper gauge of levels, so I can never really tell if it's clean or not. So 2Cap, that's also, you've seen him come through here once or twice. He's also using it now, and I'm seeing on his end when he's using it, he's having similar issues. So in regards to audio control and in regards to music, you really need to know what your levels are. So excuse me. So I'm just thinking maybe I'll stop using it. Granted, I don't like the ducking that doing it like this does, which means because the iPhone, which is how I'm going live now, what it does is dampens the background music and with my audio when I speak, because it's focused on the speaking audio. And sometimes if you're singing, that it doesn't translate well, and there's no way to stop it. So I don't know. I guess it's just one of the things I'm going to have to deal with. It's just like, okay, it's just one of those things issues that are going to be ongoing. But I don't know how other singers do it. I know they most likely have another controller and they've already got their levels straight. But it's just, I don't know. Anyway, I know that I haven't done an evening live for a while, so I'm also not promoting this live right now because I just wanted to kind of keep it chill. Excuse me. Let's see. Just switch the desktop and switch back. It's definitely muffled on desktop. Okay, so even regardless of the control, it's muffled. Okay. Because I'm just using the mic on the phone right now. I'm not, I don't have my controller. So it doesn't really matter either way. Alright. Well, that makes things a lot clearer. I'm trying to, make the experience for you guys better on, whether it be plugging into a controller. Welcome, Nikki. Welcome, Zabar. I'm just trying to find better ways to make the audio quality when I'm doing my music sets cleaner, so it's a lot more enjoyable for you. But as I said, it's not, the controller's not giving a proper read in regards to audio. Ugh. I wish that I could have a separate audio. I might be able to, actually, thinking about it. If I plug in my other laptop while I'm doing a live and testing the audio feed from there, I could get a proper gauge of what you're hearing. That's one thing about being a programmer. You need a separate machine just in case your main machine goes down. So, So I may do that. I could very well be this. It could be very well the speaker on my desktop. Ours are cheap computer and monitor based. Fair enough. Fair, fair. Like my husband and I. Well, my husband wants to make a Christmas EP for some of our family, and he's been nagging me for the last 3 years because he knows that I could potentially put together the gear to record something. I personally do not like Christmas music. I think it's just it's not that I don't like the holiday. I like the holiday. I don't like Christmas music because I always think I feel like it's a cash grab. And it makes me highly uncomfortable when I think of like people just taking advantage of Christmas and basically slapping like the Christmas label on something and saying, "Oh, buy this because it's a holiday album." It's just like, I don't like being a part of that. My husband knows it. Christmas music is good in small amounts. I agree with you. It can be, and some of them are decent, but a lot of them are crappy. Like, I have friends that work retail, and they have to hear it like day in and day out the second Thanksgiving is over, and it's just like they can't stand the stuff. But there's some that are interesting. Do you know James Brown did a Christmas album? Mannheim Steamroller? I could see Mannheim Steamroller being interesting for Christmas music. Yeah. But supposedly James Brown did a Christmas album. It's supposedly really entertaining. I used to have an ex-boyfriend that worked at Guitar Center, and one year they had the staff choose the album to play in the overhead for Christmas. Had to be Christmas themed, and somebody brought a James Brown Christmas album, and it was like an instant hit. It's like things you never really, was it when you would ever hear James Brown saying like, "Ha, Mazel Tov." It's like it's not one. But yeah, Deck the Halls by Mannheim Steamroller is a modern classic. I haven't heard it before, but I can imagine Mannheim Steamroller. In regards to that kind of music, and I could see them doing a good job with it. I was thinking, if I were to remake a song, what would it be? And it would have to be definitely different than the original. And I think, there's some songs I would like to do, but to ever release it, I'd have to get the licensing for it. Unless I do it just like as a cover, not to get paid for it. But I think it would be fun. With how music is these days, how the way music is made these days, I might be able to find a track that could do it, especially with AI. I know that AI, most musicians are annoyed by it, and I get it. But hey, PJ, how you doing? Welcome back. Don't mind me. I'm, for those that are coming through, okay. What the heck? Hey, what's up? Don't mind me. I'm doing some cleanup work right now on my playlist. No one else can. Excuse me. Welcome, Haviland. Let's see. Some of the genre crossovers are nice. I agree. Some of the genre crossovers are nice. I try to, like, look, if I'm going to remake a song, I want to make sure that it's different enough. I mean, it, like, you know what the song is, right? But it's a different take on it. I love that. Because then, it gives you something interesting to listen to, There's so many songs that could be, like, redone in a very cool style, but nobody's tried before. And since I could flip styles relatively easily when I sing, I think that it'd be interesting. Like, not make it cheesy, right? There's some cheesy versions out there. Like, I was hearing on my playlist today. So I have two versions I've heard of like where they use the sample of Soul to Soul's Back to Life. One is with Sean Kingston and T.I. Called Bring Me Back to Life. The other is from Little Mix called Bounce, and I think they're a lot of fun. Then you also have one from MC Light with Missy Elliott, and that is they use a sample of Diana Ross's Upside Down, which is a lot of fun. Camila, what makes you happy? Mind you, it's hard to answer that question, especially if you want an honest answer. Like, what makes me happy is when things work out the way they're supposed to in a positive manner. Interesting question, though. When I mean, like, when things work out in a positive manner, like, for instance, like, you're working on a project, right? And and especially if it's complicated, and everything falls into place and it works out, then yeah, that makes me happy, because that shows me that all the effort that I put into it actually worked. And what's better is, what gives me real joy is when I see the outcome is better than what I imagined. And especially if it's super challenging to have that accomplishment and having it done and work the way you want it to or better is what gives me joy. Also, being on stage and having everybody enjoy what I'm singing and performing gives me joy. Oh, that gives me a lot of joy. And thank you for the likes, by the way. But yeah, that gives me a lot of joy. When I used to perform live on stage and people got into it and people enjoyed it, sung with me, like danced with me, and like people got into it, especially if they didn't see me coming, because there was always this kind of preconception of what I would sound like or be on stage, and it's always blown people away that I'm counter opposite of what they expected or better than what they expected, and I'm grateful for that, and it's worked well for me in competition. But I always liked how people enjoyed, like, what I would give on stage, and that made me happy. But yeah, that's what makes me happy. Sean Kingston is headed to jail. What did he do? When was the last time he performed? So if you're talking about like one-offs rather than a show, or competition. So one-off was, so I live in Florida now. I used to live in New York. So one of the few times I'm able to like sing and perform in front of people is at karaoke. If you're talking about like regular karaoke, that would have been, I want to say January. If you're talking about in front of live band in front of a large audience, that would have been 2 years ago. And if you're talking about an actual show, That would have been close to 10 years ago. I wish I had more opportunities, but living in Florida, it's a different landscape than it is in New York. So opportunities aren't the same here. Also, you know, a lot of the stuff that in regards to performing and such out here has to do with like theme parks and stuff, right? Disney, Universal, because I'm actually close to the theme parks. The thing is, my day job pays more than that, so it's like, okay, I really have to, like, I have to think about my family. So, but also, I really want to be able to perform the music I want to do rather than perform the music that I'm being kind of forced to do. You know what I'm saying? I like having that freedom, but also I like being able to collaborate with artists too. You know, I haven't done that in a while, but like at least given an opportunity to collaborate with really good artists that, you know, not artists that have put me on albums because they said I sound, you know, I make it a lot more marketable for them, which I've been told. It's like the wildest thing when people think, oh, that they are not good, but they still get a lot more attention because they do outlandish stuff. It's like, it just tells you that sometimes it's not about the performer or how well a person performs or such. It's literally about their management and their promotional team. Because you could be super talented, but if you do not have the right promoters or like management or hype men to like promote you while you're on the high peak, you know, of popularity, oh yeah, there's nothing that you can do to help your career. It sucks. I mean, I think about the story of Jennifer Hudson. She was like immediately after Idol, because she had no representation. It's like nosedive, and like in regards to her career, and it wasn't until she got proper management and promotion that everything started going up and up for her. And she's an incredible singer. There's no reason why like she should have gotten shafted at all. Like there's no reason why she shouldn't have gotten popular. No reason why she shouldn't have gotten popular after Idol, right? After American Idol. But that's what happened. She's mentioned it on interviews that because she had no representation to hype her up. Thank you, Leandra, for the gifts. I appreciate it. Thank you for the TikToks. So, hold on for a second. Girl, you knocked me out. Okay. I just had to do adjust some levels here. So the thing is, it you know, look up last night. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me just pull up last night. Yeah, I can't really do that right now on TikTok, since pulling it on TikTok will throw me off of TikTok. Reggie, hold on. Reggie Denaroo? I think. Yes, okay. Alright, I just found it on the large video channel that we cannot mention here on live because TikTok doesn't like it.
Last night I pulled up to your hood. I rode around and asked about your name and it ain't no good. You told me that you really was that boy that was with the shits. But homie, everybody told me that you's a bitch. Oh yeah, that shit was last night.
What the hell?
Everybody looking on, give a fuck. Cause anybody play around,
what the hell? Dude.
You know I love the fight, and you say shit you don't mean, but you still don't want it to be you and me. Oh, homie, last night I
What?
pulled up to
Dude,
your
what do you...
hood.
What
I
is
rode
this?
around and asked about your name, and it ain't no good. You told me that you really was that boy that was
Whoever
with the shit,
recorded
but
the
homie,
video, though,
homie,
they know how to record. It's pretty
that you was a
clean.
bitch. Oh yeah,
Yes, it is absurd. Absolutely.
oh yeah, I pulled up last night.
It absolutely is. I agree with you. Absurd. That's why I'm like,
Started walking right up to the crowd. Asked about your name.
hey, Made with Soul, what's going on? Hey, Made with Soul, I got a question for you before you hop off. Could you do me a favor? Because you're more well-versed than I am. Is there a possibility you could send me a list of K-pop artists or songs that I should listen to? Because I'm still learning about the genre. You're a lot more well-versed than I am. Oh, she hopped off before she got... I got a chance to ask her. Damn it. I'll ask her later. That is super absurd. What the hell? 12 days ago, and it's already had 20,000 views. See, it's... Yo, I'm not gonna argue. It is absurd. But whoever did this video was clean. The recording isn't even that great either, but it's still better than a lot of the ones that I've heard before. Because like the mix of vocal and background isn't clean. You could tell like they just did a generic background and they just dropped his vocal on top of it. There was no proper mixing down of it. But you know what? He has something else, so I'm not even gonna say. Another example is "Spin Your Block" by. Hold on. Spin Your Block. Kleptomaniac.
The homies on a vacation far away. Pull down the mask, I'm coming over. So many apps that I wanna spray. You know I make these
What the
a little bit colder. I just wanna spin your block tonight.
What the heck, man?
Yeah. No biggie, you gon' get big pop tonight.
At that point, it's like it's comedy, you know, and what the hell? Okay, I have to say that's pretty clever. It is, but last song was a cover of the country song Last Night. Okay, I'm not well versed with country, so I understand, but like this obviously is more well known. Oh, auto-generated by YouTube. That's interesting. Oh, I'm not supposed to mention that platform. Oops. Oh boy. Like the TikTok police might throttle my viewership. Don't blatantly blame TikTok. Look, I'm not even gonna hate, alright, because they're at least making music and releasing it, and which I really should. And this was released back in 2023. Interesting. But it's clever. It's clever. Alicia, welcome to the chat. That's where I found them. Oh. Yeah, these have never landed on my FYP, so that should tell you something. Like, well, I really wish that large video platform that starts with a Y's algorithm was as intuitive as TikTok's, because I'll tell you, unfortunately, it shows me the same stuff I've searched before over and over again, like I want to see it again. It's like, no, man, give me something new, something different, something that I can sink my teeth into. I have no idea why it was doing that. That's funny. That's funny for real. And he's just like riding the end of it because he's not doing any new lyrics. He's like, yeah, just keep on going. It's like, I'm just gonna ride this to the end of the line. Somebody earlier came in and asked me if I write songs, and honestly, I haven't my list of to-dos to start writing again, which I haven't done in a long time. It's also, since I've changed so much as a human being, my writing is most likely changed, and I have to kind of get familiar with it, get comfortable with the new way I would be transcribing the world around me. That's how the end of the original. I know that's how the end of the original is. It's just the thing is there could have been creative ways. He could have done it add a skit in the end, like a skit of the robbery that he was talking about. I mean, there are different ways you could play it, because you don't have to make it straight up. What the hell? Where? Oh, that's where it's being played. I'm like, where the hell? All of a sudden, huh? What? Huh? Don't mind me. Have you ever had a bunch of browser tabs open? You're like, okay, where's the sound coming from? I am I kind of lost my sense of where am I. Okay, show me this playlist, and let's start with here, and let's just go random. Don't mind me, I'm just getting metaphysical at this point. Let's see. I am cleaning up this playlist because this one has to go away, because I have duplicates right now and it's driving me crazy when I'm trying to find stuff. Welcome, Charlotte. How are you doing this Wednesday night? Well, Wednesday night, Thursday morning if you're not in the United States. Yay! Baby making music, exactly. Look, Johnny Gill is notorious for that, right? Let's be quite frank. He is notorious for being in groups, or even himself, creating baby making music. Even the stuff that he made with New Edition. Okay, Darnell, I need to accept actually 3 battles, so I need you to help me out here. If you... Hey, are you up for a battle? Okay, so let's do solo match. Alright. Yes, this is New Edition. Can you stand the rain?
You're doing over there.
It's Pretty much nothing. Just hanging out. Darnell, I think you need to tap on my side a couple like times. I like because I think you started before the battle happened. That's why I didn't credit it. Yes, LSG was another one. Was Levert, Sweat, and Gill? Was that? We're having a music discussion, by the way, dude. So just to give you a heads up. So, yeah, which LSG, for God's sakes, Levert and Keith Sweat. For the love of God, of course it's going to be baby music. Thank you, by the way, don't know. So, hey Mario, how are you? Happy Wednesday. What's going on? So, yeah, if you could just double tap on my side because I'm actually being required to do at least 3 battles. I appreciate it. Because to actually get my team bonus, so that's why I'm actually accepting battles, just to give you a heads up. So if I get requests to do battles for the next at least 3 or 4 times, I'm going to have to take them. I'm glad. How was the rest of your weekend? Yeah, because I haven't seen you since Saturday, I think. Can you stand the rain? Can you stand the rain? Yeah, let's see. Oh, and look up Nickelback and Rihanna. Nickelback and Rihanna. Okay, hold on. Nickelback, Rihanna. The mashup. Hold on. Hold on for a second. Are you talking about the How You Remind Me and Work? Hold on. Okay. Alright. By the way, thank you, Mario, and thank you, Darnell, for the double taps. I appreciate you. And anybody else who's on my side of the board, please double tap my side of the screen for me to get points so we can win the battle. There's some interesting mashups musically. So, okay. Thank you, Mario. Thank you for the win. Thank you for that. Interesting. There's some, I've heard some pretty, that's what I meant by crossovers. Oh, okay. There's some interesting mashups that I've heard before. So sometimes I'll add them into my set because they're really good. Hey, Brightly, how are you? Let's see. Actually, let's see. That's interesting. They said they were on, but they're not. Oh, because they're just people I follow. They're not listed as friends. Bollocks. It happens. Hey, Melody, how you doing? What's going on, Brightly? How's your day been? Let's see. There's some pretty interesting mashups that I found overall. Oh, which one is this? No. What? What is this? Mashups are common with acapella. And when I was doing contemporary acapella, that's what like a lot of groups were doing when they were doing their arrangements. So there's some pretty interesting ones out there. rhythmically. Yeah. Oh no. Okay, no complaints. All right. So are you as ready for the weekend as I am? I am so ready for the weekend. It's not even funny.
That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night.
I am so ready for the weekend. I can't even tell you. Excuse me. Oh, what the hell? Live has been really weird lately. Okay, I've had it on my phone and I'm having it on my desktop too, and I don't think it's my connection because I go to other places and the same thing. Oh, you're not seeing this mashup? This mashup is on the large video platform. Starts with a Y. We found love. I got a feeling mashup. I'll just give you the title of it on that platform so you can look it up later. So that's what it's listed under. I don't know how I feel about this one. You know, sometimes you get some interesting mixes. Like the one that still I loved was hold on, let me get to it. Let's get my access to my potential playlist. Let's see, what are you? Shut it down. And then we do it again. Where are you? It's gonna be a good night. Oh, there it is. Okay. Which is the Make It Rain with where they throw in the Little Wayne reference. I think it's oh, hold on. I think that's like, oh, who sang it originally? I think that's like, oh, who sang it originally? I mean, I'm not feeling it. Yeah, I'm not really feeling it either. So this one I did. This one I still love. Like, I don't remember who was the original person that did this song. But this is like, I hear Canvas did this remix. Welcome back to PJ. How you doing?
Hey Joey, let me get 'em. This Young Money and we on like the television, the Weather Channel, but I do not broadcast. I throw up more cash and change.
I don't think it was Kirk Franklin that was originally that did that.
I make it rain on ya. He never make it rain like Southern California. Where's your umbrella? Now get your rain.
Actually, he did do Rain on Me. I'm wrong.
Need a boat.
I think this is still one of I Hear Canvas's better like like mashups.
I make it rain.
Like, when did you ever expect
I make it rain.
was a Lil Wayne be thrown into a gospel song? All right. No judgment. No judgment. I'll leave it alone. All right. Let's see. Let's get back to actually something a little bit more reasonable. Let's see. That's not a good one. There's oh boy. So I think I'm like tomorrow's live. I'm just going to be chilling like this, like just pretty much talking and hanging with everybody. Let's see. Okay, this is the list I was talking about. Was this it?
Then as it fell, you rose to claim it. It was on, and I was over you until you kissed my lips and you saved me. My hands
Thank you for the likes.
and my knees are far too weak to stand
Thank
in
you.
your arms without falling to your feet. But there's a side to you that I never knew all the things you say that were never true, and the games you play, you would always win, always win. But I said fire to the rain, touch the face, and it burned while I cried 'cause I heard it screaming out your name, your name.
Why am I seeing this on my feed?
Close my eyes to you hear. Forever, you and me together, nothing gets better. 'Cause there's a side to you that I never knew all the things you say that were never true, and the games you play, you would always win, always win. But I said, watch it pour as I roll it down while I cry 'cause I heard it.
Excuse me.
Your name,
I'm looking for somebody currently.
your name.
I'm looking for somebody currently.
And I put words into the face, 'cause I knew that was
He's in a match currently. Fair enough. It's an interesting. At least it's like not expected.
when it's already over. I can't help myself from looking for you.
Darnell, you want to see something funny?
As I touch your face, and I heard while I cried 'cause I heard it screaming out your name, your name.
Okay. Go to the large video platform that starts with a Y, and look up this following video. I'm going to put in the chat for you. If you can't do it now and do it later, that's fine. I am in that music video. No, I am not singing. I am potentially trying to kill somebody. It's a music video. It's all fiction, but yes. Things that people do not expect to see when they're talking about me in a music video. Let's see. What is this? Leave shuffle on.
Underneath the moonlight,
That
shadows
and
dance. Whispers in the night. We caught this chance. You got me feeling high like a sweet romance. Unlock my love, baby. Give me that glance. You're the key.
and also
Can you feel the spark? When we're lost in the rhythm,
hold
we
on.
light up the dark. Every beat, every vibe.
And also in this video,
Together we shine, baby. Let's leave our mark.
I'm on that video too. And no, I'm not killing somebody in that one.
Little secrets only we can share. Got me in a trance. Can you see I care? You're my prime desire. I'm addicted. Beware. Hold me close. Hold me tight. Let's take it anywhere. You're the key to my heart.
Yeah, you're going to be like the only second person that knows about about those videos. At least those from team, like from the team.
Together forever, playing our part. Stand by my side, go right this way. With you, my heart is
Oh my
free,
goodness.
I'm brave.
What's going on, everybody?
I can never dream.
Welcome.
Escape the way. This love is ours. Come like me. You're the key to
Welcome,
my
Gabby.
heart. Can you feel the spark?
How's your day
We're
going?
the kings and queens. Let's light in the dark. In this dance of life, let's leave our mark.
Is this AI? Because
Together we'll
it
shine,
doesn't sound
babe,
like.
igniting the arc. Your love is the melody playing on repeat. Together forever,
Yeah, this is AI.
can't accept defeat. You're the key to my heart, my everlasting beat. In this world full of dreams, it's you I'll complete.
People are making like AI music videos with like the artists and their vocals, and it always sounds kind of weird. It sounds like auto-tuned. I don't know why. It just sounds like pause and play this. Is this what I think it is?
Sometimes,
Nope.
you're better off dead. There's a gun in your hand and it's pointed at your head.
Yeah, I can see that the video is a trip.
You think you're mad, too unstable, kicking in chairs, knocking out tables in a restaurant, in a West End town. Call the police, there's a madman road underground. In a West End town, East End boy, West End girl,
Oh, okay.
East End boy,
Oh, that's. Yeah, Yeah, that's a little too much for me. Hey, Sherry, how you doing? How was the rest of your life? How did the cupcakes go? Crazy part is he didn't change the lyrics at all. Yeah, I kind of noticed that. But the it's just the instrument, like the electronic music that he put with it is just a little unnerving. Like the video wasn't, like, honestly, the video is clean. I have no problem with the video. It's just like this, the background. I start feeling something I shouldn't feel. I ended it and went to. Aw. The cupcakes turned out nice and yummy. Very cool. Did your boys like participate in the creation of your Was it blue cupcakes? Yes. It's the delivery that changes the whole. Yes, exactly. It is the delivery that changes the whole vibe. I agree with you 100%. Not tonight. Oh my god. I'm sorry. So, now that I have you on live, Sherry, how was your how was your first experience doing live on TikTok? I started to like making them. Fair enough. Then you had to put the kids to bed. Let's see. Give me something. The first experience wasn't bad at all. Oh, that's good. So what made you like drop doing it from TikTok onto putting it on YouTube? I was outside in my garden in the first and the second life. Ah, very cool. Yeah, I'm still trying to tweak what's the best way to do my lives. Tomorrow I'm going to actually do something similar to what I'm doing right now. Because I don't know if my delivery is actually like I know I have to make the adjustments and figure out what works best, but it's just like I'm seeing all these other creators get a whole lot of other people on their lives, and I'm wondering if, because you can pay for traffic, I don't know if that's part of that, or or if it's because they've been on for hours. Because I've spoken to some creators, and they're usually, if they do their lives, they're like 10 hours long. Tonight was my first in the kitchen. Fair enough. Just to give you a heads up, when you were doing your live in the kitchen, thank you for the heart. The audio when you were doing the blending of the frosting of the cake mix, it was a little loud. So you may want to put the phone, at least your mic, somewhere a little farther from that, because all of a sudden I couldn't hear you at all. It wasn't picking up your voice. I was just hearing blender. And I know that you weren't able to like look at the live, the commentary at the same time, so I was like, no. But you kind of live and learn, right? You know, you figure out as you go. Yeah, it was just really loud, so I had to turn away. So, but certain things happen like that, you know. Welcome Edith to the chat. I don't know what it is. Like today was really, like during the day, it was really low in regards to how many people in the chat. Be right back. All right. It's been really weird, I think. You know, trying to figure out, you know, what's the best formula that works with each and like for myself, because I know each and every person is like, it's different, right? What works for one creator is not necessarily going to work for another creator. You know, it's not like formulaic where somebody puts together the blueprint of, oh, this is the perfect way of doing a live that's going to garner you like hundreds of views. The thing is this, like, there's some people that, like, I'm wondering, why do they have like 100 or so people and they're just sitting there doing nothing? They're not even engaging their audience, and I wonder, like, are their bots just there? The thing is this, it really doesn't matter how many people that are in your chat. What really matters and what they want, at least what TikTok wants, is engagement. So when you get like the report back at the very end when you close off your live, it tells you how many people have engaged in your live, whether it be like sharing, likes, like basically talking in your live, talking to you, like engaging your live, right? So, and if you have multiple people as part of your team, and also how big your team is, the more team people are in your team, and the more that they come and engage, you actually get like a higher bonus in regards to your payout. I think YT is more chill and it wants wants more entertainment and engagement. Yeah, but the thing is, let me ask you a question because I have not streamed on the large video platform that starts with a Y that we're not supposed to mention here. So, do they pay you, like, like, for your streams? Because like the one reason I do it here is because there's more of an opportunity to get like company bonuses. Like for instance, if people engage and talk with me, we get just bonuses straight from TikTok. For your cash out on the Wednesday. 1,000 subs and 4K hours. Yeah, I know. That's why I hate about that prerequisite. So, a couple years back, I was trying to build out my son's channel. Yeah, he's a gamer, and we were getting like closer to the sub numbers, and some of the watch hours, but it was just like it was too hard for him to try to pull that off. I have the subs working on so you have over 1,000 subs, nice. And the watch hours. Yeah, the watch hours is good because people they lose interest really quickly. So, to have somebody engage a full-length video is kind of hard. I think the monetization for YouTube, excuse me, I shouldn't have mentioned that, happens after 10 minutes. Like, your video you have to have at least 10 minute viewership for him to count, which sucks. I mean, they count the small ones too, but they for it to start monetizing, it has to be after the 10-minute mark, from my understanding. Unless they change the rules, but it used to be that. Yes, when I'm cooking through, I get pretty good watch time. Yeah, when people like get involved at that point, yeah, I could totally understand. It's just that's what I don't like about the prerequisites. I understand why they do it because they don't want to have to like cut a check to everybody, but I think that's also what hinders like people wanting to do it, because it kind of ruins the fact that you don't get like the short-term gratification, right? Because there's a little bit of gratification initially when you're doing something like this and you're getting like even a couple of coins, right? Somebody gives you a couple of coins, and maybe you have enough to make like $3. It's not. Granted, I know this one is not going to make me much money. What I've gotten 3 diamonds right now throughout this entire time I've been on live today. Well, live on right now, which has been like over an hour. But I don't really mind. But I don't really mind it as much, right? Because I'm just pretty much like chilling out and talking to people. Granted, would I like more? Of course we would. All of us would. But that's what happens. Never let it go. Thank you for the likes, by the way. It's all about, but honestly, I think that's the reason why TikTok's live platform works a lot better, because there's more people willing to you're getting like instant gratification as a creator to get paid initially. If anybody gives you a coin, there's all of a sudden you're going to get paid for it. And I think that also works better, because then somebody else is like flipping the bill in a way, and TikTok is getting their cut. So it's like, all right, Granted, I think sometimes the cut is a little bit severe, because like you're either getting 1/3 of coin or half. depending on what bonuses you're able to make. But I'm glad that you're expanding your reach. But I have a question for you. So, do you like on your streams on YouTube? Do you not show your face also? Because I noticed that you didn't do it on this one. I'm gonna try to keep going. Yeah, you should. It's all about developing your team. Oh, okay. I have to accept some challenges, some battles, so I hope you don't mind. But well, I'm not too sure I'm going to accept that one because that's a little bit too much. So just to let you know, so you're aware, and anybody else in my team that comes through are aware. So my agency is doing a challenge. I have to make the minimum requirement, which is at least 3 battles for the time period. So I may be accepting battles like this. Hi, battling, right? Let's see. Yes or no? All right. So if you could just tap on my side of the screen, of course you can battle me if you're on live. Yeah, absolutely. And if I'm on live at the same time, absolutely. Thank you, my dear. So anybody on my side, if you can, just double tap the screen. What happens is you double tap on my side of the screen. Basically, I get 3. If you tap enough, I'll get 3 points. So you don't have to pay for coin. To qualify for the thank you, Sherry. To qualify for the bonus from my agency, I need to get 3 battles in. So that's why I'm doing it. Normally I don't do battles, but I'm being requested to do so. So thank you, Sherry. Welcome, Edith, to the chat. If you could just double tap on my side of the board, and anybody else that is currently hanging with me, like double tap on my side of the board. Just to give you a heads up, what you're currently listening to is a group from the Netherlands. Oh, thank you, Sherry, for the bear. I appreciate that. Much appreciated. So, Sherry, I have a question for you. Do you like the format that I do in regards to my music live when I do try to include people to dance and sing and have a good time during my live? I'm just kind of curious because I'm trying to fine tune my live. I'm trying to fine tune the setup. Als je naar de kijkt, is praktisch, intergalactisch. Sorry als ik overdrijf, zelfs als ik naar boven kijk. Zelfs als ik ooit derde ben, dan weet je dat ik ergens ben. Dan ben ik alsnog in de lucht als sterrenstof. Dan ben ik loser in de sky. I enjoy all of your live streams. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm just trying to find a way to engage people more and to have them enjoy what I do. So I don't know how I added no idea. I don't know how I added the word "the" in there. Yeah, auto spell, right? Your live streams, I don't know how I added with "the" there. I get it, you're good. I may just get this. Wow. I don't think I've had 3 in a row in a while, so that works. Hey Darnell, thank you for the double taps. Yeah, I just to get the bonus, like for me to qualify for the agency bonus, I have to do at least 3 battles. So I appreciate you for your help. I appreciate your help. It's fascinating, like what terms translate to other languages. Like that was Dutch, so like in the Netherlands, diamonds on my neck like translates it to at least their music. Like. But thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. And looks like we may have a win. Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you, Sherry. SC Wolf, welcome to the chat. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. So, yeah. Agencies, actually, Sherry, there is a TikTok agency that specializes in cooks and chefs. Which one is it called? Hold on. And I think they... Hold on. Which one is it? I have to look it up. Once I find it, I'll send it to you, but they accept open invites. So in other words, you could go to them and apply for an agency invite. And it's free. So what they do is if there's any like flags of, like basically, somebody saying the wrong word or whatever have you, they can clear those flags. And what ends up happening if you get a flag is your FYP will stop. Your live stream will no longer be posted in the FYP, so new audiences will not be allowed to see your content. Also, if there's the potential bans and all that, they can take care of that on the agency end. And they also give you tutorials from within the agency on how to grow your lives and what are the rules to follow and not follow. So once I'm able to find that, I'll send that over to you. But there's one specifically for people that promote cooking content. The only thing about agencies is that if you sign up with an agency, it's for a term for a year and you can renew it after that. Absolutely. And the thing is, if you decide to leave the agency, it's about 6 months before you can actually, you can leave the agency, but but there's a cooling off period of 6 months before you can sign up with another agency. So that's a little pisser. But otherwise, hold on. Let me see if I could find it here. How do you start a battle? Just curious. Okay, so when you're on your window, right? On the bottom left-hand side, there's like these 2 rings, intersecting rings, and that will show you who you could co-host with. Now, you have to co-host first with somebody, and then after that, there's also a red and blue, like 2 people, like side by side image right next to the host button. when you press that, they'll give you the list of people that you can like potentially battle with. So right now, I'm not in a battle with anybody. Like I'm not co-hosting with anybody, so I can't really battle with anybody. But so when you try, you'll be able to. You may be able to try, to battle somebody, and it doesn't. I don't see the rings on the left. No, you wouldn't see it now. You would only see it when you go live. It only becomes apparent when you go live yourself. So that's why you're just you're in the viewer mode versus the host mode. So it's only available in host mode. So when you see it again. So when you go live again, you'll see on the bottom left there's going to be two icons that are both like blue and pink, and one is the interlocking rings, and that's to co-host with somebody. So you have to initially be co-hosting with somebody to actually start a battle, and then after that you'll have the the two people, which is like they'll give you an opportunity to actually start a battle at that point. Actually, there is a creator here. Hopefully, I've been meaning to have a live with. He is, let's see. This guy, whether he accepts or not, I do not know, but we will see. Hi.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we finally meet. How are you? How are you?
Oh my god. Could you down your volume?
What was that?
Oh.
I know that you must be busy and you have like a lot of people. I know this is the first time. I'm going to be roasted. I understand. You have 17 people on your side. I currently have 3, but I wanted to finally say hi and how are you?
Yeah.
I have
How are you,
Jennifer? I am good. So, guys, just to let you know, Lazier here is a producer from South Korea, and he actually you live part-time in like the Philippines, right? If I remember correctly.
Part-time what?
You live part-time in the Philippines, because when I first saw you, like you were in the Philippines.
No, Vietnam.
Vietnam, that's what it was. Yeah.
But
So
I'm in Korea right now.
Yeah, I remember you were flying out there. So he's a producer and he is also a singer. So yeah, that's how I met him. And like how I usually do, I usually look for artists on TikTok to put in my sets. And I've put Lazier here, at least one of his productions, into one of my sets before. So yeah, so you could check him out. He's actually a really cool guy. Is really sweet. So which is one of the few people like I regularly stop by and say hello to. And so yeah, like that's what I do. Outside of my people know that I'm a singer, so like I sing on my sets too. But
okay, Jennifer, can I sing one song?
Huh?
Can I sing one song?
Of course, go ahead.
Thank you guys. Let's go another way. I'm gonna be here for a while because I can hear racing sound.
Okay.
Okay. Wait a minute. Your house looks fun.
Thank you, Sherry.
Okay, let's sing.
I appreciate the words.
For you.
Most likely there's a delay of my part.
Don't.
Thank you for your love. Thank you, Sherry.
konnichiwa. Konnichiwa.
This is the first time I'm actually meeting him
Okay, guys. Okay, don't point. We should do it together, guys.
I try to avoid my ones as much as possible because I find it's too reset. And it gets tough. Good job, dude. It's not easy. Good job.
Jennifer, could you turn down your volume because I can hear a lot of hissing sound.
I can turn it all the way down, but like I don't have anything going. I don't have anything else playing, so I have no idea how to change that.
Yeah, when I say something, I can.
Do you have high reverb on there? Because I'm just literally doing this off my phone. I'm not doing it through a mixer at all.
No. When I'm with you, it's okay. But I can hear echo. In
Let me think. That would most likely mean me putting on headphones. I think that would be the only way to get away with that. Because you're using a mixer, right? That's possibly why.
Hello, Margie.
You're like, so like your music is coming through through a mixer. That's why my audio is coming through speakers. So that's possibly why you're getting the echo. Headphones work best. Yeah, sometimes they do. It depends on what kind of live you're working on. So my mixer is not always the best.
See you later.
Thank you. See you later.
Thank you. See you later.
So that's, you have to, so Sherry, thank you, and Darnell, thank you. So that's how you start. So you start the host process, and then you or the other person can initiate the battle. But yeah, he's a sweet guy. So unfortunately, I haven't been able to find much of his work. I found like one or two of his songs up on YouTube, but it is what it is. He's a nice guy, though. Adri, thank you, by the way. I've been watching his lives for a while. Yeah, I've only, like, maybe the last month or so. So, when he's still in Vietnam, doing his lives, I would come by and say hi, and he's a really sweet guy. So I stop by and like support when I can. There are a couple of creators that I come through for, musicians. The ones particularly that I try to give attention to are those that actually are like responsive in regards to like talking to them. Like they just don't give you a hi and then like ignore you, right? Like Lazier doesn't do that. He actually engages with you, which is why I come back and do like chats with him. And there's another one, Daniel Ho, I think. Was it? Hold on. He's also like a musician on TikTok. He also does lives, and I'm on his. I think when he started, he was living in Vietnam. Yeah. I think I don't know if he's like temporarily in South Korea right now, but yeah. So there are a couple of ones that I just come through and I say hi and I talk to and I engage with, and normally what I normally do, so since you're new here, what I normally do on my lives is I play music, I sing, I dance. I encourage people to sing and dance also and have a good time because I try to make it a judgment-free zone for people, to actually enjoy themselves. I play music of all types, of all genres, and all of different countries. And so a lot of the songs that I play, people may not know. So I encourage people, if they like it, to let me know and I'll put in the chat for them. So I kind of expand people's knowledge on music. And we just have a good time chilling and just talking and just it's a nice camaraderie. What time do you start your I'm on the East Coast in the United States, so I normally start my lives between at 4 o'clock p.m. from Monday through Friday, and I run until 6 o'clock, so I run a 2 hour set. And because I'm dancing and singing, I get exhausted after 2 hours, so I try to make it into a reasonable time. And then occasionally on Saturdays I'll do a set that's from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern. So for if you're internationally, it's like -4 UTC. And also I post my right now it's Eastern Daylight Time. So yeah. So if you are if you're interested, I post my schedule for my lives up every Sunday after 9 p.m. It's currently pinned on my profile, so all you have to do is just go into my profile and see one of the pinned vids. There's one of them that will have the schedule for the week, so I update that weekly so everybody knows when I'm going to be going on live. Plus I try to send a post up like within the hour before I'm going to start, to give kind of people some idea of when I'm going to be on. Nice, that's my time zone. Okay, so basically for your time zone, since you're East Coast like I am, it's going to be from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. I'm going to be, for the rest of this week, I'm going to be on live tomorrow, and then I won't be live on Friday, but I will be live on Saturday. Saturday is an all 80s set. So 1980s music, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So, tomorrow's going to be a different kind of set because I'm just trying stuff, different stuff. So it might not be it more or less will be kind of like this, where I'm just chit-chatting with people and with a little audio, but the 80s set is going to be closer to what I do on a normal, which is dancing, have fun, But you're more than welcome to join me anytime. Experimenting tomorrow, yeah. Because I'm getting close to the 3 month mark and I'm still trying to grow my live. So I'm just trying to find what works for me and my audience. I love my team and they're great. I just want to I want to add more people to the group, as we all do as hosts, right? I'm liking the video chat combos. Darnell, I appreciate that, Darnell. Darnell's one of my regulars. He's part of Team Janifer, which is what I call my lovely group of people. Do you know K-pop? I know a little K-pop. I'm discovering more and more. And not just K-pop, but I'm also kind of adding some C-pop into it, and I'm learning about Thai R&B and the Filipino pop, and I try to incorporate some of that into it because I'm learning, so I'm also kind of bringing that also to the audience. J-pop is pretty good too. Yeah, I grew up listening to some J-pop, so I kind of understood that, but yeah, I'm just kind of delving back to it more. I'm back. All right. Welcome, Sherry, for being back. I am just basically introducing Adri here to our channel. She is one of Lazier's regulars. So she's part of, I'm assuming you're part of Team Lazier. So Breakthrough by Twice is one of my favorite J-pop songs. I think there's one or two Twice songs I actually like, but hold on, let me put that up. Let's see. I am Team Lazier. Okay, so let's put this on. Hold on, get my audio. There you go. So I'm also part Team Lazier, so so sometimes you'll see me on his chats. like when I get some time. I went to see the live settings. Oh, so were you able to find, Sherry, were you able to find what I was talking about in regards to the blue and the red rings on the bottom left for the co-host? So, alright, so once you get a person as your co-host, then you can press the button right next to it that gives you the option to battle. And TikTok likes it when we do that, as well as agencies, because it kind of engages the audience a little bit more. So TikTok corporate actually gives bonuses to creators that use it, and especially during challenge times where they have certain campaigns going on. Currently, there's one going on, and as I said before, I was required by my agency to have 3, so that's why I had to do it. Like, normally I don't do battles, but so that's why I had to do what I had to do. You know, I had to kind of qualify. But I know you guys understand, and it's perfectly cool, and I appreciate that. I really do. So, but thank you for being patient about that, because I know normally I don't do that during my live sets. But Adri, you're more than welcome to come through anytime and, be a participant and hang out and have a good time. I thought Twice released the song in 2018, but it appeared to Spotify. Well, they may have done it in 2018, but not licensed to Spotify until 2019, because Spotify needs to get the licensing, the clearances, to actually to promote to be able to play the songs. So you may be right in when they released it. So usually what they'll do is, it's not like an automatic, like once you make the song and you release it and Spotify takes it, they still have to get clearances and permission from the record label to actually release the song or for play. So you might be right on that. Which song did I like from Twice? It's been a long time. Yeah, they've been around for a long time, too. Hey, you like Twice regardless? Fair enough. Let's see. Go through my website. Hold on. I used it one time. Oh, that was a cute one. There's one I used. Damn it. I have my own website, but unfortunately, because it loads like crap, I don't promote it. It is slow as all molasses. If it was faster, I would do it. For a while, because I was teaching myself how to program, I was using there's something called the Feynman method, which is you try to explain something in such a basic way to make it understandable for anybody else who is a layman. This way you learn it better. You have a better understanding of it. So I did a post. I was learning JavaScript at the time, and I used K-pop as the like J-pop and K-pop as the examples, and I put in a Twice song in here. No, it wasn't a Twice song. Yes, it does. Fancy. I put that in, and I also put in EXID in here, and Super M and EXO. And Super Junior. That's how far back this goes. But yeah, let's see. I was like, what was the song? It was like, and I remember, this was it. What? I want to know what caused like all these group like management companies to put so many people in a group. It's just like I mean, honestly, it's just like I understand it's eye candy. I get it, but it's like it just seems too much in my opinion sometimes. I think 8 people is a nice like cutoff. Anything more than that, just a little too much. Like, there's like those super groups that have like more than 10 people. It's like, is that necessary? K-pop companies have a franchise process, and they're very judgmental towards them. Yeah, yeah, you can kind of see it, like especially how critical they are, and like the overall like South Korea of like any minor infraction that you do. Yep, Darnell, it is Janifer.org. So, you were curious, weren't you? I have very resourceful people in my group. Yeah, it runs so slow, and that's why I don't promote it as much. But now, in regards to like the training program process, I understand being so judgmental because they're trying to make as much money off of them as they can. They go so far as your body type and insecurities that you didn't know you. Yeah, I remember seeing it on Voldemort 2. Oh, Voldemort 2, that's right. Because the platform that cannot be named, but that starts with the large video platform that cannot be named, that starts with Y, because TikTok doesn't like us mentioning other social media platforms openly. Yeah, Adri, that's some of the things that you get flack for if you have live is mentioning other social media platforms. TikTok will slow down how many people see your live on the FYP. One thing you'll get to learn about me is I'm very transparent in regards to anything I'm doing on here, because I know that a lot of my viewers also are trying to do this, so I try to give people as much information as possible. And so you kind of know on my end why I'm doing certain things. It's like, TikTok is a jealous god. Indeed it is. No, I understand. I totally understand. I'm even trying to do live soon. So yeah. So if you have any questions, you can always ask me, because that's how I learned. I asked other creators, and you're always welcome to ask. Like, the nice creators will always give you an answer, in regards to any of your questions. And I was fortunate that one of the creators here on TikTok became. I can now call him my sensei. So there's a South Korean rapper by the name of C-Swag. He also does lives. And I'm part of his team. That's how I started out. And I asked him a mess of questions. And he would answer, he would send me answers anywhere from, basically, how to do battles, just like I'm doing with Sherry, and everything else, and so he became my teacher and such. Like, now I give the information freely, because the more there are of us, because we support each other. Like, his teammates come to my lives and have become part of my team. That's how, and that's in a way, I am part of Team Lazier, and you came through from Lazier's team to me, so in a way we help each other as we grow. So that's how I've always seen this kind of community mindedness. Thank you, Sherry. And Sherry does live. She's a chef. So and she does, she's just starting her live process now too. So she asks me questions and I help her out. I mostly ask Lazar about producing songs. Fair enough. I wish he had more of his content on YouTube. I mentioned the platform. Damn it! I should have a coin jar, a cuss jar. You know what I'm saying? Every time I mention other social media platforms on it, it's put in $1. But Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, like, as I'm growing my channel and learning from my agency, because I'm also part of an agency, I try to I try to actually give all of you information. So once you are ready to do your channel, and as that grows, you come and battle me or battle Sherry or whatever have you, and then our teams kind of intermingle, in which case, we grow, as a group. Like, I always thought that was the best way to do it, because then it's not like, I'm you're not doing it by yourself. And I think that's the hardest thing when you're doing this. You feel like you're alone and you're by yourself, you have no support. This way, you actually do have some kind of support of other people also on that journey with you. Welcome, Oreo, and thank you, Adri, for the likes. And Sherry, thank you for the goat. So that's my way of thinking about this. I'm very community minded, because it's harder when you're doing it by yourself. I know how hard it is when I do it by myself, so I can only imagine how everybody else is like doing this, because like those that follow me, they go to, because my age, excuse me, I have ADHD, so my mind goes like, and I have to like collect my thoughts. So when I do my music lives, I have a playlist that I establish, and I do that before my set starts. So I make that publicly available after my lives. So generally, I tell people you could get access to it if you go to my profile and to my link tree, and from there, just click on the first link. It'll go to the Voldemort site. Now that you know Voldemort Tube is, now you know what that is. And from there, you can access all my playlists, my previous playlists, as well as the current one, and also my replays on my lives. So it's just if you see it, you'll notice that all of it's kind of like designed, and it looks like shiny, and it's kind of manufactured that way. But it took time for me to develop it, so it looks like that. So it takes work. I'm trying to make it not look like something that you slap together. So it feels like somebody's actually paying attention, because that's how I think of it. If I want people to actually engage and like feel that somebody's taking the time and effort to do this, I want it to look good for them. Granted, I look like a bum right now. It's like, but and yes, I've seen like the other live people that do like a lot of the equipment, the glitter and the sequins, and oh my god, and the lighting. I am a 49-year-old woman who is just doing her best. I appreciate that, Sherry. I love my people, because they know they're down to earth, and like Darnell, Sherry, then you're gonna have, if you ever come back, you'll meet Mama T-Rex, and then you'll meet like a lot of my people are just very grounded, down to earth people, which I love, and I guess in a way, because of my personality, I attract the same kinds of people. I don't have equipment either, but I still try. Exactly. Truthfully, you will. So this is how it goes with anything you do in life, which is you need to move forward and do it, and then figure out what you need afterward, because only then will okay, I'm going to need this. Otherwise, you're buying stuff that you really don't need, and then you're just wasting your money. So it's always best to actively try and do the thing, whatever it is, whether it's music production, whether it's DJing, whether it's singing, whether it's doing live, whatever it is, whatever it may be. Because only then, once you're actually in it, like, okay, I'm missing a decent mic. Okay, I am missing an audio mixer. Okay, I'm like, and I need one for Mac rather than PC. What works best? You know what I'm saying? Only when you're doing it that way will you actually understand and actually buy the stuff that you need, rather than buying a bunch of junk that you can't actually use. I'm speaking from personal experience, mind you. I'm trying to save you money. So, so honestly, you're right in trying to do it first and then figuring out what you need afterwards. It's the right way to go. It also means that in the beginning is going to be rough, but you're not expected, and you should never expect of yourself for it to be perfect when you jump and like at the go. The equipment is the equipment is expensive either way. True, it is. But rather get the expensive gear that you need versus the expensive gear that you don't need. You know? Like certain gear works for certain producers and certain engineers. So like if you get stumped in something that like everybody else is telling you, oh, you got to get, but it doesn't work with you. You know, that's like, why did I spend the money? So it's frustrating. I know, I've been there. So yeah, you're doing it the right way. You're doing absolutely the right way. So yeah, just move forward, do it. Don't get hard on yourself if you don't do it as well as you want to, especially in the beginning, because it's all about trial and error and figuring out what you like and what your sound is. So honestly, it's going to always be rough in the beginning, but you're trying to find your way, and that's expected. I get it. I might need that mindset for when I go to Japan later. Oh, very cool. So how long are you going to be in Japan for? I've always wanted to go. I haven't gone yet. My family and I want to go because my kids are into Ultraman. And, oh, very nice. 2 weeks. Oh, my kids are into Ultraman, so they want to go during the Ultraman convention, which is in August, I think it is. So, so it's going to be like hot as balls out there because like Japan gets humid. But I would love to visit an onsen. I'm like, it's like one of those places, like outside of going to like, I would love to go to Hokkaido. I would love to go to Tokyo. But like I would love to experience a real life Japanese onsen. We're going in September during monsoon. Oh yeah, monsoon season. So I'm actually from Taiwan, and like August September is typhoon season, and our island is close to Japan, so I understand what you're talking about. At least so. Monsoons, thankfully, you don't have to worry as much as the earthquakes. That becomes another story entirely. Dude, if you are not, like, used to the earth shaking under your feet, I sure as hell I'm not. Just be careful. Just say. Yo, it's like, no joke, man. I'd be terrified. Well, the first week will be in Okinawa, and then I think in the middle, we'll go to Osaka. Oh, nice. Oh, you're going to eat well if you're going to Osaka. Like, that is like the food capital of Japan. Yo, you'll have a good time. Are you going with family, or are you going with friends, or are you going by yourself? I'm going with family. Nice. You'll have a fun time. Yeah, I know. When I eventually go, I have to go to Tokyo. I'm going to Osaka definitely, and then I'm figuring out from there. My best friend speaks like fluent Japanese, so like I'll see if she'll want to come. It's like be the translator. It's like I know there's translators now, like that you could bring with like auto translators, which I'm definitely going to use, but yo. So are you doing like we're also going to Mexico towards the end of May. Nice. I've been to Mexico a number of times. I love Xcaret. Like, I went once with my husband and had a great time. We tend to try to do a cruise every year. We're not doing one this year. We did one last year, but we will go because we're in Florida. So we'll either go to, like, we recently went to the Bahamas. That was last year. Previously we've gone to Mexico, but Ishgret was one of my favorite places to go in Mexico, and we got engaged there. He asked me to marry him there when we were there. That was a lot of fun. That was a great trip. I definitely would go back. Yeah. It's our second time going since we are Mexican. We have no problem with speaking Spanish. Mexico is fun. Like, we're in Mexico. Like I've gone to, let's see, like, yeah, I've only gone to like 2 places in Mexico. Guerrero, Mexico. That's where my parents are from. Nice. Are you gonna go see family? Or I'm assuming there's still family out there. I'll be seeing my grandma. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I hope you have a wonderful time. And most likely you will have a wonderful time. Mexico is wonderful. It's a lot of fun to go to. Let's see. Knowingly, like, the one thing about visiting family, I don't know about you, but it's like they always want to feed you. It's like you can't get away from it. It's like they always want to feed you. It's like, here, have this, have this, have this. I will be hot as heck from my sister's. Yes. So, yeah, because you're closer to the equator at that point, and we're getting into the summer season, the summer months. So yeah, if you're going at the end of May, you're going to deal with humidity and heat. So I'm sorry about that. But I think I better let it. My sister went 2 years ago during the same time, and she didn't like it. Yeah, like, temperatures range. Like, I don't like going to certain places during the summer because, like, Taiwan and Japan, I would definitely avoid during the summer because it's hot as hell. And it's humid too. Sherry, you're heading out? I wasn't too sure based off of what you said. And I'm going to have to wrap up pretty soon anyway because I got work in the morning. I have to be a responsible adult. Thank you, Sherry, for the likes. Thank you for all the likes. I was singing the song Teddy Pendergrass, Love TKO. Eventually I'll put it into a set, but it has to be like a kind of like slow groove set, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for the roses. Oh, by the way, Adri, that whole wow thing is, I have it set up on my lives that when somebody sends any kind of gift to me, the wow sound effect comes on. So basically people get to actively remix my set as I go. And it's a lot of fun because people, like my guests, can actually actively participate in the music. One of the locations I have on my bucket list is South Korea. Yes, I totally understand. The thing is, like, as much as I would love to go to South Korea, and there are places I would love to go, South Korea is definitely one of them. The only concern is I have heard how judgmental they are of people, so I'm like, am I asking for trouble if I go? It's like, I admit to being a big girl. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just like, I want to go to Seoul or Itaewon. Yeah, I would like to actually go to Jeju Island. I hear a lot about it from too many K-dramas. But yeah, Seoul is one of the places I want to go to as well. So I feel you. I feel you. But Korea versus Japan, I would rather go to Japan first before I go to Korea. Jeju Island, I want to go there too. Yeah, I hear a lot about that place. So, like, there are some places like that's part of my if I go to South Korea trip like itinerary. Like, if you're going to certain places, you have like, okay, these are places I would like to go if they're within like driving or like public transport like distance. I want to see the Han River. I heard it's beautiful there. Yeah, I hear a lot about that too, so I think that'd be interesting. You know, I like I love traveling because, you know, you all the places that you hear about. Like when I went to London, like I was blessed to be able to stay in London and like take the metro everywhere. And I was the place I was staying with a friend. She lived by Tower Bridge, which is like a walk away from was it Tower of London. So I was able to walk over and check that out, and I was right off the Thames and be able to hang out with like all around that area. It was a lot of fun. I got to go to Buckingham Palace, you know, and check up all the like places like that. But those are like if you know you're gonna go in that area, you're like, okay, I have to go to like this place and this place, like, and I was able to check off practically everything I wanted to see in London, which was cool. I love being able to like have those opportunities to actually jump and like what you see in the films, right? And films, movies, like television, and be like, oh wow, I was there. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you. So folks, it is 12:10. I start work at 7 a.m. So I must be going. But I will be back tomorrow between 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. For those internationally, it's -4 UTC. I'll be doing more of a live like this, where it's chatting and talking with music in the background. So it's not my regular live, but you know how we do. So thank you so much for hanging with me. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And if you haven't already, please consider following and joining Team Janifer. And I hope to see you guys soon. I'll come back tomorrow. Wonderful. It was great meeting you, Adrian. I appreciate you coming through. And I wish you guys a great night, and I hope to see you tomorrow. You have a wonderful evening. Take it easy, and good night.